What's going on? What's going on, man? It's another podcast Sunday with Split the Difference podcast, man. And we are back with another hot topic with Split the Difference. And as y'all can see today, my co-host is looking a little down. Nothing's wrong with him. He's not ill or anything. I just have him in a mental blender. Now, before the show, we always have a rundown. And we go over what we're going to talk about just to try to see where each other mind at. And y'all, I hope he can get his words out today. But before I get him all confused and hype again, Pops, let them know where they can find Split the Difference and support us.
All right. We definitely want you to get on over to YouTube, Split the Difference 67. Also Instagram, Split the Difference 67. And catch us on Facebook, Split the Difference 67. Like, subscribe, whatever they say about all that stuff. We really need you to subscribe. I want y'all to get over there to that YouTube for sure, though.
Yes, you heard him, man. YouTube, and subscribe, man. Like and share, man. So, of course, y'all know we try to bring y'all some of the hottest topics, man. And we feel like we probably struck with a top three hottest topic right now on planet Earth. And it's dealing with respect. Now, the actual topic we're going to bring forth to you all today is, should the younger generation respect the elders more or continue to challenge their outdated ideas? Now, simple overview. We're going to stay surface before we get in. Y'all know how I like to do. Pops, if you think it is important or if you don't think it's important, tell me if you do think it's important, why is it important? And if not, why is it not important for the younger generation to respect the older? Just give me like a 2 or 3 cents.
I think it should be self-explanatory. They definitely should respect the older generation. Why? Because it's almost like what the Bible said: the older know the way.
Well, we're gonna get into it, and to kind of combat what he said, I would like to pop today off with the video coming from Draymond Green and Byron Davis on Draymond Green's take of RESPECT.
Because they came before? I don't agree with that.
You absolutely have to absolutely respect the people who came before you, because
My respect is earned. And what you did to somebody else don't necessarily earn you respect. Just
Hey, man, and there you have it. Draymond Green simply said that his respect is earned. Now, I'll pop this one off, Pops. I'm going to start by saying this. First, let me answer the question because I like to make it known where I'm at.
Let me say something. A lot of you on Instagram, we got two different things going. So you probably didn't hear the video, but it was a video of Draymond Green talking about he don't respect the players that was before him. So
Unless they've done something to earn his respect.
They have to earn his respect. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to start it off like this. First, I want to answer the question because I want the other side to know where I'm at. And if y'all got something to say, y'all can come in and I'll be glad to refute you. But to answer the question, two things can be true. We do need to respect the older generation. But I am going to say this. We do need to continue to challenge their older ideas respectfully, in a way. What I mean by that is, and I'll kind of just stay surface level for right now, just giving an overview. Things and ways change. And through my years of living, if I just go giving somebody the utmost respect, showing respect how I was taught to respect other people, you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile. We've all heard that. Give someone a shoestring, they'll think they're a cowboy and want to lasso you up with. So I agree with Draymond Green. But by the way that I was raised, I'm going to show you some length of respect just because my parents raised that type of young man. What you decide to do with that little bit of respect determines if you get more, less, or I cut it off. Now, I'm sitting here with my father. They raised me to show respect, but I'm 30 years old now. I done went through some stuff, and I done seen some stuff to where I've changed my own opinion. And I'm saying it on this live right here in front of my pops. That I'm going to give you so much grace, and some people ain't got none. But I'm going to give you so much respect, and what you decide to do with that is on you. Pops, what's your overview?
I think that what you're saying, young man, is that, and I think a lot of people feel that way. That's from your gender, your age group, I would say, and the reason you feel that way is because you have dealt with so many people who haven't been trained to respect. Now you're dealing with a whole lot of people who don't know how to respect. So yeah, now you got to be kind of disrespectful because they're not respecting respect. But and I know they talk about things evolve and things move and times are different. I understand that. But some things are still basic.
Right.
You need an engine in the car. Or you're gonna go electric. That's basic. I don't care how far down the road you got. You got to have an engine if you're not running electric.
Right.
So some things in life are just basic principles, and respect is the ground principle of success.
And I know that, like, since we're talking about the younger generation respecting the older generation, you may know, like, as far as my slingshot community that I'm in, a lot of older people, like I said, I gave them respect off rip just because, how they treated me, but I was gonna respect them anyway just by being around. But me giving them that type of respect that they're my elders, it brings me a lot. They call me just to check on me. It's just little things that showing respect to someone who's been in front of you, someone who's been there before you, and someone who can also help you in different areas of life. For example, I can tell by me showing them respect, like let's say we all go somewhere. The respect that I've showed them, I can see that they respect me. They're off, hey young man, you need to save your money. Let me pay for your food. Hey young man, you need to save your gas. I got you on the fill up. And it was like, I've done nothing to them. I've gave them nothing. I can't really do nothing for them. They're financially better than me. But that word, like you said, respect is that engine. So back to my point, although we do kind of need to challenge ideas and evolve with what's going on, because ways that y'all lived by 50 years ago. So, well, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. What do you say by receiving? How do you feel when you receive respect from a younger man? Does it make you feel in the way? Like, where's your mind when that happens to you?
I think when people respect you, it makes you want to work with them. It will make you go the extra mile. I keep thinking about the thing what Draymond Green said. You got to earn his respect. And we didn't play the whole clip because I was ready to eat on that clip. I'm ready to cook. What is the commissioner of
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver?
Yes,
See,
sir, NBA.
Draymond talking about you got to earn this respect. He didn't earn that man respect.
What did he do?
He's gonna do whatever that man tell him. That man didn't have to earn nothing. He paid him some money, so he's gonna do what he's telling him. That ain't got nothing to do with earning him. He's gonna respect him because if he disrespect him, it's his livelihood. So when they talking about you got to earn my respect, no, I don't have to earn your respect because we're just living in a society. I said it once because they're telling y'all what to do and they're paying y'all to do what they want you to do. You're not. Oh, you got to gain my respect. No, he paying you and you're gonna give him your respect. And don't give him your respect and see what happens.
So you kind of did hit on the point. What's the value in me respecting an elder? And when I ask that question, it could be a broad.
Okay.
It could be broad.
Yeah, when you
What's the value in a young man when he walk into a room with another older man to respect that guy, to understand that this guy paved the way for me to even really be.
When you respect an elder, when you enter a room and give respect, you have just set yourself up for success. Now, there's going to be obstacles, but if you stay respectful, and I'm telling you what I know, even in the hardest situations, being respectful has always gotten me to the next level.
In the hardest situations, like you just said, so you're saying because this is, I think, like Draymond Green hit it on the head. We're in the society that if you want something from us, whether it's our hard-earned money, whether it's our time, even a like, subscribe, people feel like you have to earn it. So with my generation, why do you think respect is any different than somebody You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I hear what
Why
you're
is
saying.
respect any different from somebody asking for my time? You gotta earn my time. You gotta earn my money. You gotta earn a ride. You know what I'm saying? Why is respect any different? Why should I just give you? Wait, time out. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I might be changing my mind.
You
Why should I just give some? You know how big respect is?
respect.
People have died over respect, and I should just go and hand it to somebody?
I respect others because I respect myself. Now, Martin Luther King, you talk like you said, died. He kept his respect. Now he's respected. He might not be here, but that is a name that is going to be known years after we're gone. All about respect. It's not. You do have to respect is earned, and as a kid, when I think about respect from your parents and all this, should you respect this? How do you gain respect? Yeah, you earn your parents' respect from day one. They feed you.
I got a little carried away. I was just talking about
Feed
respect
you.
in general. We talking about
They feed you. So from day one, you start earning. Thank you, Lord.
No, you don't earn. You don't earn your parents' respect. I got carried away.
I'm saying
I
you
got
earn
carried
it.
away talking about just anybody.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry, Chad. We're talking about younger generation and older. But
Yeah, I'm saying because
you right.
see, I think the generation.
I hear y'all saying
when you
something back there.
when your generation, they don't really know about respect because you guys, I said it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. You're so money driven. You don't have to respect. You will respect anything that pay you. Anything that pays you gains your respect. That you don't know nothing about real respect. Just because just because you meet a man on the street and he don't have no money, you'll disrespect him. But if this man walk across and come up, if I pull up in a Toyota, 1971 Toyota, I get treated differently than the guy that pulls up in this Porsche. You seen the commercial where the girls at the gas station went to talk to do, because that's you should respect everybody. Right. Everybody is the same until they show you differently.
Right. And I remember specifically you always telling me and my brother, treat the CEO like you would treat the trash man.
That's right.
And that's always been my motto.
That's right. Everybody get treated the same.
And that's how I live by, or that's what I live by, is and that type of stuff helps people. Like you said, even in the worst times, you treated people with respect.
This young generation, respect, they don't have nothing. They don't.
So let me ask you this: respect is important to you, right?
Yes, sir.
You wouldn't just let nobody just straight up disrespect you, correct?
What is disrespect? You cannot.
That's a good question.
You can't disrespect me.
All right. Well, we'll get back to you. Let me finish. Don't shut me up yet. Ask your question later. What do you think about this phrase? I'll die about my respect. Since it's so important, what do you think about that phrase? I'll die about my respect from the younger generation. Honestly, I believe the older generation utilized that more than the younger generation. What do you think about that phrase?
When the younger generation uses it sounds good. These guys talking about they'll die about their respect. When they said respect, they talking about cause you said something to my girl. That's part you disrespect me. No, I didn't disrespect you. Cause you and your girl could have just kept on moving. There's no sense to die for that. You know, you said something to my girl at the club. You disrespected me. Now, I'm not finna die for that. We can both just leave. When you know who you are, a lot of these young cats don't know who they are. They're talking about respect, but they don't know what respect really is. They don't respect themselves. That's what I'm saying. They don't respect themselves. How do I know that? A lot of them, I taught y'all to say Mr., Mrs. when you meet people. Yes, these cats, they don't say no Mr. and Mrs. They want to call you by first name. If they're older than you, it's Mr. Like the producer. I call him Mr. Joe. He's older than me.
Wow. So he got to be about 70 if he's 65.
I'm
sorry, sirs. Got to be respectful.
I'm saying the respect. When I think of respect, it's a self grounded you who know who you are, and you're respectful to everybody. Everybody is respect. They don't have to earn it. I automatically give it to you until you prove otherwise.
Right.
Now,
So you making my point. Like I said, I'm gonna give you so much until you do something to diminish it, or I see I can increase.
and once you diminish it, I'm not upset. You cut off.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. I know who I am. So you got to come up. I'm not coming down.
So before even starting with respecting others and then respecting my elder, I have to respect myself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do your generation? They don't respect themselves, or they don't know. They do not know what respect really looks like because they don't want to talk to the old heads. We're too old school for 'em.
Well, let me hop on the young generation side, and I'm gonna go into my next point a little bit. Believe why y'all think some of the people think that the younger generation don't respect the older generation is because there's and I want you to help me out with this. There's a divide in communication. Can you make that connection? Could you help me make that connection? Do you know anything about that?
That's a good point. That's a good point. And here's what I see. And you're going to like this. Get ready to clap. When you say communication, there's a divide in the communication. When I go around the world, or go around churches, community talk groups, I hear all the adults saying, what is it that we need to do to better the communication with you guys so we can join in? But I never hear the young generation say, what can we do so you guys can better understand us? It's us trying to understand y'all. Y'all ain't trying to understand us. Ooh.
Well, no, we're trying to come to a compromise. The younger generation, they're trying to compromise.
Compromise how?
I mean, if obviously if we're asking y'all to understand us, we gonna understand y'all too. You can't ask somebody to do something and you don't come in with that.
Watch this, y'all. And we said we talking about respect. And we said we're going to do a show on this one day, but not today. But I want to ask you this. He's talking about respect. In my day, Martin Luther King Jr. was known as the greatest leader, great organizer, and great dude. In your generation day, who is it? Name them.
It just depends, man. It just depends what's your lane.
This generation is so smart, they know it all. Who is your leader? We call it Martin Luther King.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
A different era.
definitely a
Okay,
different
I
era.
got one producer saying different era. Explain. Tell me what you mean different era. Okay, it's your era. In your era, who is your leader? Who is it really that's standing up for the people when we're gone? Because y'all still walking on Martin right now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, get back to the show. That's something for another show. We're talking about respect. But I said that out the Martin Luther King taught respect. Who?
Who's that?
Is your mic on?
Said Nipsey.
I'll give you Nipsey.
Nipsey.
I will give
Nah,
you
he
Nipsey.
ain't Martin Luther King.
Nipsey.
You gotta look at it for the era, dog.
But he still
Man,
ain't.
turn your mic off.
Like, if you
Nipsey.
follower for
I know we shouldn't
follower,
put no mic back
follower
there.
for follower, but Nipsey ain't.
Nipsey is for, listen, you're right. Nipsey is for a culture.
Martin Luther King is forever.
Nipsey is not going to pull in the majority of the Caucasians like Martin did for them and the
Yeah.
people in South Africa. Yeah, okay. All right, get back to the show. Oh, I'm sorry. I went both. That's another show, folks. We coming with that.
Well, that's gonna be another show, but I see what he said, and I'm trying to find the right words to say this. Like you said, people don't respect themselves, so they wouldn't even begin to know how to really respect someone in power. You know what I'm saying? Today, if there was like a Martin Luther King, y'all followed Martin Luther King. Today it's gonna be a guy trying to compete with Martin Luther King because he think, hey, bro, I've been in Atlanta too this long. Y'all better respect me like y'all respect him. It's too much competition for us to really have, I guess, a definite leader because everybody feel like they got a voice because of these platforms and evolution. Not everybody felt like they had a voice back then.
Wait.
How many people in Atlanta even could have?
Whoa. We had, Martin wasn't the only one. You had Malcolm X.
Okay, and they were on the same level.
Not at the beginning.
Well,
They started having meetings. Y'all won't even meet. They were not on the same level, two different beliefs. Malcolm was saying about
what I'm
enemies
saying.
necessary. Martin was saying nonviolence.
But and that's what I'm saying. They don't respect themselves, so they gonna feel like everything is a competition. Let's say all four of us, me, you, and our producers, we can come sit
So
in the
we-
room and we can start something. Be like, all right, you can be the host. I'll be the co-host. You can work the camera. I'll do sound. It's because we all know ourselves. We all respect ourselves, so we don't care.
So what you're saying basically is, if I'm hearing right, your generation just don't know what respect is.
That don't mean that y'all. But if we're going back to the question, or should we challenge y'all ideas? And before I said, two things can be true. We do need to respect y'all, but at the same time, we also need to continue to challenge ideas that came 50 years ago.
I agree to that. I agree to that. But and I'm thinking while you're talking, is that you can challenge it, but like I said with the car, there still needs to be some common grounds, because what has happened now is that I was looking at with kids in school. Now, when the teacher tell you to do something, when I was going to school, it was non-challengeable. You did it. Now you got students, fine teacher, that is not respect. Even if the teacher, how is the teacher disrespecting you by telling you to sit your tail down?
It starts like a couple of our other segments. It starts at home. What is the definition of respecting your home? Is it I'm the only one that can tell you what to do? Because that wasn't respect. Y'all respect was never we y'all parents. Y'all don't listen to nobody else.
Right.
Y'all respect was the morals are the moral.
But that's why I'm saying the common grounds. When you start taking pieces away from things, you start altering the way the machine works. When you start altering the way the machine works, you start creating other machines, and the original machine that got you to the point is now called old. But you know what? Even though cars are old, what does majority of people like? What? Old school cars. It's something about something old. How it was, old school cars were solid. That's what I'm saying. Old school respect was solid.
Getting into another topic.
No,
Old school
old
cars
school-
versus new school cars.
I know, but I'm just saying, when we talk about respect, we're talking about the solidarity. It was something solid about it. So when you start challenging it and taking it out, I don't challenge the respect issue. I challenge the one who's trying to change the respect issue. And why do you want to change it? Because it's something you want to change to try to meet your perspective, when respect is respect. Respect everybody.
Yeah.
Draymond Green, okay, whether you're getting paid or not, respect. If you got kids, teach your kids to respect elders. They need to be saying Mr. and Miss, and that's it. Thank you. You're right,
That's
Stephanie.
very true.
And that's what we said earlier. Respect open doors.
That talent can't for real.
Now, you know,
Sometimes.
Draymond Green talking about he didn't respect. I bet he had some respect all the way to the top. He had to respect somebody to get where he at. Because if you don't respect him, look, respect. We're talking about respect, and we're talking about Draymond Green. Now, I don't know how true this is, but they said Shedeur Sanders, everybody know he was supposed to go number one.
Right. Between 1 and 3.
But they came back, and some of the owners were saying about what? They didn't felt that he what?
They were disrespectful in the meetings, came in there how he wanted to.
Respect, man.
And that's a good point to wrap this thing up with. Quick, can it be restored? And for a younger couple, I guess with kids, being that the climate we're in too now, I want you to consider all that.
Right.
How do you tell them, as far as the respect aspect, to make sure that kids handle being respectful, I guess? Well, can it be restored? Can the respect that's been lost for the older generation be restored?
I don't know the answer to that, because to get it restored the way I would like to see it, I think it's too much of a fight. We already see that in the school system now. It's too much of a fight to get it to that point. We will have to fight too much. It will cause too much friction, and it's already causing friction in school. They're trying to get it back to that, but At this point, these kids are out of control. They're out of control. They're out of control.
Hey, man. So there you have it, man. Split the difference, man. We spoke on respect. And last announcement, man. Y'all gonna eat up these views from the past weeks because y'all know it is Father's Day weekend next week. So we will not be taping or
Happy
going
Father's Day
live.
to everybody.
Happy Father's Day. And once again, man, we have about 6 episodes that if you haven't watched, please go back and rewatch them. Comment and mainly subscribe, y'all. Subscribe so we can continue to bring y'all content.
That's right.
And bring it bigger.
Hey, guys, if you don't respect nobody, respect yourself. And that means you'll be respecting everybody.
Split the Difference podcast, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all later.